Okay, just finished getting set up here. Usual spiel. Don't want to anything playing on the radio. Blah blah blah. Haven't been out in a while. Just because of the holiday season and all that stuff. But like I said, don't own the rights to anything playing on the radio or anything like that. I'm just getting one more
025
device set up here. I hope we don't have any connection issues tonight, so we'll see how that goes.
210-454-8350. She's going back to a Hector Katrina.
Come on. Let's see where we at. Having some connection issues.
042586.
Let's find another. Cord that fits this here. We're one of our cords been acting a little bit funky lately, so.
That's a 2017 Chrysler that expires in January of 25. You're registered or Angela's dental care.
No, well, let's make it work.
Go ahead. Passenger is 377782054. 5612. Chrysler Pacifica, Honda Knockins.
Let's see here.
Area 217 North Pleasant, 217 North Pleasant. Report of a natural gas smell in the area. My caller was a Laura Paxton and she's walking by. She says, looks like an abandoned house.
Let's see if this one works.
Lieutenant GOA UTL.
You just have to play it by ear.
One of Joe for K9 back in the city.
Yeah, okay, the stolen on the match. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Alright, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do. We're probably gonna do, probably do an inner city loop for a change. That's, Amherst Township, then go down, Cooper Foster to, whatever that little road is on the side, unless something pops off, we'll go and do,
Go ahead. Network 10-8 assisting north. It is pretty strong over by this house if you want to contact OFD.
We might be heading over there to see if they've got it under control, but I think they do. I'm not sure where it's at.
Just put this call in pending for right now, Bridge. From an off-duty Grafton Village police officer that his grandfather had fallen at 967 Center Street. I'm going to be out here assisting. I'll advise if I need a squad or not. Copy. 84. Kids updated verbal warning for no RP and no passenger seatbelt. Kids update on 10.
In a situation like this, if we do head that way, all I would do is ask the department if they need anything closed because of the natural gas odor. Natural gas is kind of one of those weird things that can be really, really potent, and the slightest spark could set it off. So we would just ask if they need anything closed or cordoned off until they could either secure the gas line, mean the meter and turn it off, or hang on 1 second. I think I walked over. Until they could either secure the gas line to the house, meaning turn off the meter.
New distillery in Tucson. He states there is what sounds like a live band and it's shaking our apartment.
Just assist in closing any roads need to be closed off until, like I said, either the Ohio, the gas company would get there, or they go to secure the gas meter. But usually we don't assist in things like that, but in the event that we had to, that's what it would be. So we would just, if we would go to something like that, that's what we probably would do. Until, like I said, they could secure the utility gas line until I am thinking about changing our uniforms. We're gonna have The red shirts we normally aren't going to change. We use those for more of like a dress uniform type thing if we're going to a public event or something like that, and use the polo shirts, or like a business type event. And then the polo shirts, one thing about getting, if we get some funding this year, there is a minor glitch with our non-profit status with the IRS. Some paperwork wasn't filed what it was supposed to be. It was a glitch in the system.
Have Grants Village Fire to come down. Please advise no lights and sirens. Copy.
It was a glitch on the system, the computer, whatever you want to call it, by no fault of anybody who did the paperwork. So in order for us to get funding, we have to send a letter. They gotta hopefully fix it, that they don't have to change anything. Or
Can you stop in dispatch?
I talked to the person who filed the paperwork, and per the IRS, they said we had to change our name of our business, which I'm not going to do. So I talked to the IRS. They said send a letter in to them. They would do their best to fix the glitch, but unfortunately, as most of you guys know, the government's very slow about doing things. So I'm not sure how long that's gonna go, how long it's gonna take, but they could take up to 3 to 5 years, which I think is stupid. But hopefully they can fix the glitch with no problem and make it simple as they can. But by no fault of anybody, it's just something that was checked and not put in the computer, so it's we gotta deal with that. But we are still looking for funding as a non-profit, so we're just kind of dealing with that minor glitch right now. But other than that, things have been good. We are having some very interesting weather patterns lately. There was a actual tornado touchdown.
Showing in the area of Michigan, he called 911, refused to give his name and information, was very irate, initially reporting drug activity. I was going in and out of a house across from Hometown Market. Then he reported, when I attempted to refer him to narcotics, he then advised that there were shots fired approximately 5 to 30 minutes prior to him calling. Became irate again, hung up on me. Advised was 22nd.
So yeah, I'm not sure how it's gonna go with that, but we'll figure it out. But next we're gonna do the township loop here.
By the houses back there, trying to get two dogs that are running loose. He's in a Chevy. I'd like to know if we can help.
We're gonna head over that way. We're right here. There's guy trying to rescue his dogs. over by the houses behind the rec center up here on Cooper Foster. I believe that's Amherst. I'm not sure. But I don't know. Then we'll do our township loop.
She turned off the whole scene. She turned right onto Pebble Creek. You should see her at the red light following them. We're all saying you can give me 20 Street.
I believe it's Mercy Rec Center that they're behind. It's in the complex behind there, so we're going to see if we can offer any assistance to that person.
Alright, 1011 West 20th Street. Well, I'll be there ASAP.
Why?
Lead I-90 west eastbound, excuse me, just after an Nagel overpass with Edward Tom, 747.
Okay.
733-525. Should come back to the same vehicle.
Hey, John.
Thank you.
You guys get them? Well, those ones are running loose, or? Okay, so there's dogs loose, or okay.
Residents. It appears to be abandoned. They're going to force entry through a back window. Trying to get inside.
Alright, those weren't the people, the dogs running loose. We're gonna see. I'm not sure where they're at in here, but we'll see if we can find them. I've never been back here, so I don't know how this works or where this goes, but we'll figure it out. If we see anything at all. Amherst PD just drove by. I don't see any dogs running around here anywhere. Go straight, I don't know if... Didn't see any dogs running around. So I don't see anything, so we're gonna go back and... We're gonna go back and go do our township loop. I'm not sure, but I think there might have a chase going on. I'm not sure.
219 for a juvenile complaint in the lobby, please.
You're all low. RM 71908. Go ahead and pursue that ended there. They're asking for backup.
Now, those are the kind of things that we stay away from.
Charles William 8453.
There's a pursuit over off of Cooper Foster somewhere.
In the protection order. It's a party for an area in Lambeth.
That's not stuff we get involved in. So we leave that to the police departments to handle that. But we'll go and finish the township loop. And then we'll go and
Calling to St. James, Toledo, Avon. Now, Boulevard and Augusta Way. Avon Night. Echo Emergency Call. 33258 St. James, Toledo, Avon. Now, Boulevard and Augusta Way.
Actually, not out on
Seven Black.
Jimmy Ashton, 16. Approach to be 725, 60, 88, 725, 88. Out on something perfect, clear.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but when we were doing the looking for the dogs, Amherst PD was probably doing the same thing. They saw us drive by, and they know we try to help out. Got some fog out here tonight. Spots. Little fog right there in that roadway coming down the hill there. I was gonna say earlier, there was a tornado, I believe, in Florida. So with the weather we've been having, for those of you who follow weather and storm chasing, it's gonna be a very interesting storm season if this weather keeps up the way it's been for us storm chasers. It's gonna be subject to pretty bad thunderstorms and severe thunderstorm warnings for this coming year, so just be prepared. I hope we don't have anything that we had a couple years ago with high winds and possible tornado touchdowns in certain areas, or I should say touchdowns in certain areas, but just be prepared because with this weather pattern the way it is, basically what's happening is the jet stream is staying really, really low south. Southern states and the southern part of the United States, and what happens is there's a pocket in there of warm air, and as long as it stays down in there, we'll be okay. But if that shifts and we get immediate cold weather, usually what I call the boot, usually it'll come up through Canada, come down north from Canada, and then kind of wiggle its way around Ohio and into PA. That's what we call it, the boot, because then it'll go back up into PA and it'll come up and wiggle its way back to Canada. Should that happen now in this late of the winter season, and we get a snow that's going to be, maybe we only get a few inches, what's going to happen is that's going to push that cold front, or that jet stream and warm front up through Canada, and it's going to shift the air back down. And all that warm air is going to be sitting up north into Canada, and once that gets pushed down, you got some fog up here. We're going to go through very, very carefully here. What's going to happen is that front is going to come through, and it's going to push its way back down the southern or the northern states, and then when it gets warm again, it's going to cause a pocket of severe thunderstorms to come through. So that could be interesting if that happens. I'm hoping it doesn't. Right now, should we get severe weather, it's not going to be, it's still going to be severe, but it's not going to be just just regular thunderstorms, but still, we can still get the potential for severe weather because of that pocket down in the southern states. Because the jet stream is so low right now south that the jet stream, where the warmer weather is pushing up right now on us, could cause potential severe weather later on for, I'm going to say, as early as maybe mid-March, early April. So, I mean, we could still get snow in March and April, but just be aware that we could get some interesting thunderstorms and severe weather this year because of this weird weather we've been having lately, for the last few years, actually. Last year was actually interesting. Actually got a funnel cloud caught on my phone. I didn't catch it on my live feed because it was too quick. I couldn't get the live feed. What was acting funky, but I caught about a good sized funnel cloud. If it would have touched down, it was heading over the Vermilion area from Rye Beach Road and Route 60. Briefly went down 113 and crossed back over on heading towards Vermilion area. It was one of those weird jumpy ones. If it would have hit, it would probably have been at least F2 or F3 easily. That could have done some severe damage to houses and residents and businesses. So yeah, I'm glad it didn't, but it was a nice photo to try and catch, and actually caught. So, but it was interesting. Thing to catch last year. I'm glad everybody was with me because I think I would have scared the crap out of them because of what I was getting myself into. So I'm glad everybody was with me at the time because it was a very intense moment. And for those of you who know storm chasing, it can be pretty intense. I am looking for a chase partner this year. I potentially might have one. I'm also trying to get a Skywarn course done at one of the local libraries by me, so I can get 6 people. I can probably get a Skywarn course done for those of you interested in storm chasing. So, if anyone's interested, let me know. I'm gonna try to get a little thing going. Here to notify NWS when stuff is going on, which is what we always do. And basically how Skywarn's activated excuse me, activated is when you listen to the if you listen to National Weather Service,
Made their way inside and checked. They're not getting any strong readings from inside. They're securing the window now.
For those of you who don't know how we storm chase, when we hear the when National Weather Service issues warnings, there's a kind of a weird tone that goes over the National Weather Service scanner. It's kind of goes. It's like a weird. That's what we call the Skywarn tones. I don't know if that's what they call them anymore, but it's what they call them. And it's kind of a signifier for us storm chasers to get up and go. And usually you're up before that happens, but once we get out there, we usually our major goal is to let National Weather Service know when severe weather is imminent, which they already know, obviously. But a lot of times, what happens with the storm cells is Doppler can only see so far and so much. They can see the rotation, can see the possible tornado forming or funnel cloud with the hook or anything like that. But once we get out there and we start chasing these storms, we can give them minute-to-minute updates on what's going on as far as where it's heading, how fast it's shifting. Doppler does all that, but when you have ground crews actually telling the NWS where things are going and how it's transforming and where it's going and how fast it's moving and that kind of stuff, and where it might be heading, that helps them issue warnings faster. For those of you who don't know, when a warning is issued for severe weather, so whether it be tornado or thunderstorm, what happens is, once Doppler picks up, say, we'll just say a funnel cloud, a possible tornado warning, what happens is, once those sirens go off, if you have sirens in your area, you have about 3 to 5 minutes to get to safety in the event that a tornado or funnel cloud may be touching down, which is not a lot. I mean, it really isn't if you live in your house, you gotta get in your basement, to a closet, someplace safe, run about your pets, whatever you need to do, get your elderly folks safe. That's not a lot of time, just as examples. So our big goal is to let them know which direction it's heading, what city it's coming into next, that kind of thing. So we know and they know what issue warnings next, and possibly increase warning and save lives. That's our biggest goal. And then afterwards, should a severe storm hit any given city, that's when we go back into CESS mode and start helping out where we can, helping anybody get out of debris or anybody get out of the houses or anything like that. And that would be a county-wide situation, even cities that we don't serve at that point in time. If a tornado were to say, if a tornado were to hit any city or county and we were chasing that storm, we would automatically go into CESS mode and help out anywhere we possibly could. It's just a courtesy.
She's saying that there's people outside still looking in her windows and 3 guys in the basement she wants removed. All quotation, no further description.
So,
11/20th.
we're going to, there's the township loop here. And then we'll probably go 90 westbound first, do our loop at 90 westbound, then probably go back, 90 eastbound, then do our westbound loop, and let's see what happens after that. So far it's been very uneventful, but you never know. But we're almost up here to our loop up here through the township. We're going to go across Cooper Foster and Oberlin Road, or Oberlin Avenue rather, and then go into we'll jump on 90 East to Crocker, and then do our flip at Crocker and go to Route 60, 61, and see what happens after that. Now maybe we'll go westbound first for a change. Maybe we'll do 90 west to 60, 61, and then maybe we'll go eastbound for a change after that. are looking for. We're looking for a scanner, handheld, or desk mount, or table mount.
Units are clear from here. OFD made entry through a back window. Just note they did shatter the window. Didn't mean to do that. They resecured it. Big piece of cardboard inside. You didn't get any high ratings anywhere. We're going to check the high school parking lot just to be sure.
We are going to, we're trying to get a scanner so we can listen to the calls a little better. The phone gets interrupted constantly. If we get a pre-program on that would be great. For all of Lorraine County and Vermilion, just mostly Vermilion Police, Fire, and EMS. I do want to say this happened twice in the last few weeks. For OSP and Westlake PD, I do appreciate your professionalism. We're on the highway twice in the last few weeks, and once with OSP, and second time with Westlake PD. Pull up behind me. Always with a disabled vehicle, of course. And, hey, person waiting for a tow, blah, blah, blah. Told them who I was. Okay, cool, we appreciate it. I gave them the option. I said, if you want me to clear, I can clear. Or if, you want me to stay with them instead, you guys go, do what you guys do. And, well, not in that context, but, and both of them like, yeah, hey, that's cool, we appreciate it. So I am glad that we're getting rapport out, and good rapport at that, with local departments and local police departments, that they trust us to be on the highway, and they know who we are, know what we're doing, while assisting disabled vehicles. So we are getting good rapport throughout the cities that we serve and the agencies that we serve, and I do appreciate that. Not to say there's going to be times where, they might say no, and that's perfectly okay. But, I do like the rapport that we're getting so far with the agencies. We've also we've also stopped with a couple things in Lorraine recently in the last year. An accident. I came with the other situation was, and again, most time with Lorraine PD, it's just hey, we're good. Thanks for stopping and helping. And we usually clear from Lorraine, but again, we're getting the good rapport that I would like to get with all the states that we work with. I still think the big part of it is because we want a vehicle strictly for this, and I'm using my personal vehicle still, but again, I do respect that, the good rapport that we're getting, so I do appreciate that from other agencies where we help out and that we serve. So that's a very good thing. We are getting the rapport that we would like to see. So I do appreciate that.
Approaching 611, occupied 10-4, copy. guns on her cars. It's possibly physical now. Unknown weapons.
There's a fog report on the Waze app out near Amherst area, so you gotta be aware of that.
She was hot. Pull out my pulled artery sitting, showing clear, expired sitting of it.
And they are breaking house windows now. Return to Brandon County out of Overland, status is valid, ready. 40 Tom Edwards should be a Honda 4-door 2019, registered to William County, expired in 25. showing it here.
Blackout area ready.
Located in her vehicle on the driveway. Green Road 480, King Mary X-ray 8312, King Mary X-ray 8312.
Yeah, I'll secure that door.
have some low-level fog. Just a small patch here. As you can see, nothing major.
Calling in again. I think people are in her basement. She was advised that we checked and no one was there. She's wanting officers to come to her house. 1011 West 20th Street.
She's calling in through 911.
out on the right. Your last to a Felicia Benjamin at that address, 37-year-old female, failure to reinstate clear. Signal 2876, South Main Street, speak with David Portman. Face's wife just left the house. Not sure where she went. They had an argument about an animal being in the bed. Wife is Rebecca. She's going to be a Asian female, 4'10", black hair, wearing a dark colored house coat with stars and shoes. She left her phone there. She's just here. She's going to harm herself. But
On 57, and just a retro with John Ida Adam 5369. John Ida Adam 5369.
Might have disabled vehicle westbound. This might be it up here. Grabbing something real quick. Not sure what he's doing, but
Wait, Team Mary Henry 9421.
wait till he clears. And we're gonna
21st and Broadway, King Henry Mary 9421126.
That wasn't a very smart move, but we just go across here and get back on the highway. Finish our loop. There's supposed to be another DAV up the road here a little bit, so we'll see if that one needs any assistance.
Westbound on 113, speed over 100.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, chase on 113. Speeds over 100 miles an hour.
502.
Jeez.
Slower on up rail. 3 north side. And this is what I'm doing now.
Supposedly not.
Going up to 58. No traffic. Speed is 120.
That's gonna that being in a crash. I think hopefully stop him safely, but going that fast, that's recipe for disaster, unfortunately.
Very light traffic. Lanes ahead of us right now.
I don't see DAV east or westbound, so this is good.
He's at 113 and is now.
What's the cops thing here?
Trying to catch up. He made the light at 58. We got caught.
Okay. I think there's the same guy. I think he's got. Must be lost somewhere. That's alright. I should help somebody out. I think that was the same vehicle we just stopped. I think he's probably lost.
You guys turn off and go down towards Russia. I'm coming up behind you here. Yeah. That lands off westbound.
Suspended. And he has a 29 in the pickup.
And we got another disabled vehicle.
It's gonna be for original charge of OVI. Common please, no bond.
In the median up here. Not sure what he's got going on. It's just the road thing here.
You can probably ask maybe he came through on their camera. me worthy. She's valid, negative 29, going to your next one.
And just but it was lost in the direction, so we're gonna put the seatbelt back on here, and then we're gonna
Center Kendall, Black Ford Mustang, no RP, the solar, 2-door. I mean, pull on the window here.
now we're gonna go back eastbound or westbound, and then probably if nothing pops off, call it a night. Don't see anything really crazy going on.
Last 4 is 1795, she's parking car.
60, you probably go down to familiar in Route 6 and then see what happens after that. It's only going for 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, so we'll probably finish the, yeah, we might get from the Lorraine and just go around to the city of Lorraine. Let's go on the road. Okay, let's see what that's about.
We're going to be clear of the scene at Erie Shore. Can you guys Sheffield Lake PD to stop by the station at their earliest convenience?
That's just a piece of paper, it's nothing really important.
Resident 15478, State Route 83 is going to be in front of the Chatty Tavern. 154, correction, 15478, State Route 83, Chatty Tavern. Two-car MVA, unknown injuries, 911 clear. 2303.
Yeah, it's a little too far to go out. At this time, State Route 83. I'm not sure where that tavern is, but normally for earlier we'd head that way. With the traffic under control by the time we would get out there.
2317.
Actually, no, I'm gonna go. I'm not sure. I'm gonna remove that debris out of the roadway up here. I don't know, it's a rug or something. I'm gonna remove it out of the roadway here. Do a quick turnaround up here and Go remove it out of the roadway. It's just outside the township. I don't want to be in the wrong road doing it though, so we'll go turn around. I would feel bad if somebody hit it and messed up their car. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm gonna go remove it here real quick out of the roadway. Only take a second. No, alright, stop.
Dispatch Park.
Losing the
King Adam Edward 1342. King Adam Edward 1342. Right.
Go ahead.
The vehicle is going to be in the middle of the intersection if we call the next available flatbed for it.
It's gonna be up here on the right. Yeah, it's just a box, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Let me go back. Yeah, I saw was it just a box? It's nothing that's gonna damage anyone's vehicle or anything like that. So I'm just gonna go and go back to the state of Lorraine and it's nothing that's gonna hurt anybody's vehicle.
Dispatch Park.
This is just boxes and stuff.
John Union John 2827. John Union John 2827.
Yeah, that would have been a car part or anything like that.
Negative. It's off the roadway. They can call their own.
We would move it out of the road if it was a piece of bumper or plastic, anything that could damage your vehicle. We would move that off the road. We also do remove road hazards from the road if it's safe to do so. We do not do that on the highway just because of the dangerous situation. We would probably that situation, probably just sit on the roadway, on the median, and try to go as far as we can, and then call OSP and have ODOT come out and remove it. Just because, like I said, the severity of the high speeds, but anything local city roads will remove. State routes, kind of, if it's safe to do so, if we're not in a bad curve or something, we'll remove them, but highways, we don't move anything off the highway. We usually, we will get as close to the obstacle as we can so no one hits it, and then call OSP and have them call ODOT to remove it. In that situation, but anything locally, we'll normally move off the roadway if we can, real quick.
3527.
Attention Grafton Township EMTs. Squad requested for an MVC at Chatty Tavern, CMC 9041 at station. Area View, Boulevard, Sheffield Lake, cross of Montour, Evansville, and Belmont Drive. Sheffield Lake Fire, medical emergency, difficulty breathing. 257 Area View, Boulevard, Sheffield Lake, cross of Montour Avenue, respond to Cleveland Clinic ER. Make contact with a nurse by the name of Maria Dvorak. If you could give me a public service, please, for further.
Transport, I'll be 10-8, 4, correction, FI, Neil, turn over.
I think we're gonna call it a night here. Nothing really major going on. Just the usual everyday thing. We normally were headed out to Grafton for that MVA or MVC as they call it, but by the time we were gonna get out, they probably had it under control, and there's no point really going out there. If we were closer, we probably went out to handle that and help if we could.
Speak with Robert. Reporting 2 suspicious males in his ring camera pounding on his door. 2 hour time lapse. 1439 Meister Road.
that 861 checkup.